Hello, you reached Neil Keenan. It's November 7th, night, 2016. I was going to joke with you, but no. This is the day before the election, no jokes. And I want to get to the television and I want to see what's going on because there's probably going to be a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I'm not going to watch CNN, that's for sure. Or Fox even. I'll find some station over here that is going to give us a nice independent review of what's going on. And it's 80% Trump right now, and it's about 14%, 15% Clinton, and there's the other split between other people. But that was this morning. It's now almost 10 o'clock at night. So things have happened, and probably going down to 78% or maybe 81. But the bottom line is Clinton's out. She's getting killed. It's a landslide. Trump is that was popularity vote. I'm giving you the people's vote, 80%, and the electoral Trump was ahead as well. So, you know, like they go, yappity, 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 that's it. The yappity's done. The yappity's done. Forget the yappity. He's ahead. Not by a little, by a lot. So if they cheat, they have to cheat a lot, which gives more room to catch them. And then we can put them in jail and put them in the FEMA camps that they created for us. Okay? And maybe even some of them can use some of those boxes that they had for us, five in a package, remember? Outside the Atlanta prison and so in the Atlanta area. Well, maybe the same thing can happen. Anyway, hi. That's not for the beginning, huh? Jesus, I was flying through that thing. Okay, now let me get. You know, everybody thinks that this is the only show in town this election. There's other places having elections too. But while we're having an election, there's something that we've been talking about that's flying under the radar, and we've got to deal with it because, let me give an example. Just an example. Okay, I'm telling you an example. No, we don't get excited. If Hillary wins, hook or crook, okay, and they're going to put together this 1 million metric ton gold transaction, which, by the way, they're going to be cashing in on it on the 15th of this month, apparently. If that's the case, then not only do they control the financial system of the world, but they also control the Western Hemisphere. Again, we're in trouble. We're all in trouble. So now let me go into this situation here. The players involved in the 1 million metric tons of gold: Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak, Alfredo Soren is also another player, lives under the palace in Bangkok. He's the one that got his hands on the gold through the Thai government, which, by the way, doesn't belong to the Thais. It belongs to the family. Janet Yellen is involved, of course, with the Federal Reserve. What kind of deal could they have without Janet, huh? The governor of the Bank of England, Mark Carney, the guy who got grabbed by his throat and was not allowed to resign. He was given an offer he couldn't refuse. The Thai royal palace, the king who passed away would never let gold leave Thailand. As a matter of fact, he beat a lot of people out of a lot of money by taking their money and not allowing the gold to leave. This son is now handling it, and the military helping. Now get this, out of the 1 million metric tons of gold that they're promoting and pushing and putting together, not 1 ounce belongs to them. Not 1 ounce. They belong to the Golden Dragons, most. You're talking, once they get that, there are quadrillions of dollars involved in this deal. And you're talking about splitting it up amongst a few, but the $3 trillion in commissions is peanuts. Imagine $3 trillion in commissions, peanuts. It's peanuts. So we're talking about quadrillions of dollars. They're not keeping that money for themselves either. What they're going to be doing is they're going to be sliding it out to the people they work with, so that everybody's healthy and everybody's fat, so that if Hillary wins, Hillary Clinton, they'll be able to come after us and just literally destroy us with the financing that they're getting. Right now they're short on capital. As you know, the feds are broke and the Bank of England's hurting. Everybody's hurting. Well, if this works and they get it, they're going to be replenished. And we're going to pay for what we're doing. So we will. And it'll start with the United States, and then it'll come all through Western Europe, all the way over to where they have to stop, because they won't get involved in Asia. Asia will not let them. But Remember now, this guy Najib Razak is the prime minister in Asia. And he's involved. So they're sliding their pieces from South Korea, who President Park's in trouble in South Korea. So this is what's going on, and everybody better pay attention, because this is one side, this is the other. They tie it all together, they've got us. The only thing we have then is we have the accounts, which I still have to open. And, I'm still waiting for my deals to happen so that I can finance them. Nobody's helped us. So some people have helped us, but not to the tune that we need. So we'll do it ourselves. Might take a little longer, but we'll get it done sooner or later. If the cabal, the establishment, New World Order, whatever you want to call them, if they do the gold transaction, the cabal stays alive. They don't die. They'll be financing or refinancing numerous banks in the Western Hemisphere, and as well Japan, South Korea, Singapore, Taiwan, and so on. They'll be financing their spots, their places. And now not Cambodia, but Malaysia now has the funds to do similar things. So we have to be very careful, because they're setting themselves up for a new future with these places and ready to go, heavy financing, and that's it. They don't need any more. They don't need any more. This deal will, like I said, will solidify the strength of all their associates and their ties in the Western Hemisphere. My goodness, major corporations and like I said, the Eastern Allies. Malaysia is now, like I said, the new addition to the entire package. There's another deal going on in Malaysia right now with Bongbong Marcos out of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos' son. Again, the same package that was before in Labuan in Malaysia. Was it 14 trillion or 4 trillion? There was a 4 in there somewhere. It's 14, I believe. And they're going to swap the dollars for Malaysian money. And that'll put Bongbong as the head or the chief of the financial system in Malaysia. He'll have more Malaysian money than anyone. So we stopped it once. That's going to be easy enough to stop, I think. And my goodness, it just doesn't stop, does it? Yeah, so they're all looking to take over the financial system as quickly as they can, but they can do it easily with Hillary winning and with Trump winning. I'm sure Donald is going to stop this entire charade that's taking place right now in regards to 1 million metric tons. On top of all that, just so you know, that if they think 1 million metric tons of gold is a lot, if Donald becomes president, I can offer more than 1 million to our government, as long as it's our government, not a bunch of ragtag operators who run around with who knows what between their backside. Okay, like Obama, he walks like a little girl. Okay, and the rest of them are the same. They're all the same. So I don't want to hear about them. If we have our own government, I can bring something on the table for them almost immediately. And with the strength there, without the feds, we go through our treasury, no longer a fed. Okay? They're gone. They're put in jail, I would pray. Anyway, tomorrow in that regard. So now that's all good. And there's not much more for me to talk to about there. I mean, you can figure it out yourself. The corporations are going to be financed. The banks are going to be financed. The corporate governments are going to be financed. They're all going to get healthy. The Bank of England, which was weak, which is almost broke too, like the feds, they're going to be fat again. They're doing this deal too. Connie's involved. Remember, Rothschild had him by the throat, gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. Couldn't resign, couldn't leave town. Huh? So it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks coming up here. You know, that's what the deal represents the future for the cabal. Okay, that's what this deal represents. And that's what I'm trying to say is that this is much more important than the presidency even. The distraction would be the presidency, because everybody's watching the noise and everything that's happening over there while they'll be completing over here and nobody really knows about it. Well, we made sure enough people know about it, and I expect Mr. Blackheath, the Lord Blackheath, to do his job and go before the House of Lords and make it very clear that this should be investigated now, not later. So, let's get into something better. The healing machines. The healing machine. We received a phone call tonight from France, and I'll have a little email on my computer soon about it, but the elderly woman who had pancreatic cancer in the hospital in France was tested today for her cancer after doing the chemo, and she's been doing the machine for 6 days, and they expect nothing good to happen. And what the doctor found was that all her cancerous tumors are gone. All the cancerous tumors are gone. He's now praising this new healing computer as a futuristic product that'll cure cancers, AIDS, amongst other things. It was really good for me to hear that, because the people that came are good people, and to Dusseldorf, they're good people, and they needed this break to save their mother-in-law. And how many people in this world really saved their mother-in-laws? They did. And right now she's feeling much better. As a matter of fact, Bridget herself went on the machine and could feel the strength being lent to her body, to her immune system. And then when she got off, she felt tired. Because, you know, really, with me it doesn't feel like that. I feel sometimes the little electric things, not electric, but the things, the meridians working in my body. But like she said, her body was beat after that. Mine feels good. After I feel the things going up, it's like the chi machine in a way, but without the feeling from the chi. When you're done with the chi, it starts at the feet, the rush, it comes all the way up your legs, into your hips, into your chest, your shoulders, and then into your neck. And it feels wonderful. It feels wonderful. Almost as good as Tasha's massages. I haven't gotten one yet, but maybe someday. Anyway, congratulations to her for getting her new car and running around and knocking down people in the street, getting points for each one she hits. She's working for the other side, maybe hitting people. But no, she's a great driver. She's a great kid, and she's had some bad times recently because of someone working with our site, or it's a Keenan thing or whatever, who called her and said really laid a whole bunch of crap on her. And the poor girl, I mean, she just crumbled. And that's going to change because I'm involved. I'm involved, and it's not going to happen. Not on my watch. Especially when it's not true. It was sick. It was sick, and he's gone. He's been let go. We don't need him. People like that you don't need. Anyway, you see that? Yeah. You don't want to look anymore, do you? You think something might fall on your head or something, huh? I tried to put in a light bulb tonight, and the light bulb popped. I had to turn my head quick because I know something that happened to a friend of mine, a dear friend, and I didn't want that to happen to me. It popped when I was taking the thing out. Just boop. I know better. I put my head. So I can actually screw in a light bulb without any help. I'm pretty good. And my friend's laughing. I usually don't do it, you know. But this time the thing popped. Anyway, tomorrow's the day. The machines are doing fantastic everything's good. Everything's good. My health is, the cheat machine is helping me for my health. That's good too. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to cry. My body feels good. Ask me, I'll tell you. You know, it feels good. Better than it has in a long time, considering last week I was sick. So, I wish you all well. I think that's it. We don't have a long thing tonight to do. And, you know, I want to watch this Trump thing as much as you. I want to watch that avalanche come down that side of that mountain and just bury the Clintons and everything along with them. God bless us all. God bless America. See, I got a Russian wearing a U.S. flag on his breast. Russian bear. Oh wait a minute, that's the polo bear. Sorry, but the Russian bear is wearing American sweaters tonight too, because they're going to become dear friends of ours, which they've always really been. I've been there many times, and I met many people, including those up top, and I'll tell you, Russia was made by two races, the Celtic race and the Sveti race, which is the Slavic and basically the Irish and the French and so on. That's the Celtic. That's what made Russia. That's the majority of their people. My friend Tamarita wanted to give me a book this thick to show me the history of Russia, and it was a beautiful book, and I just told Tamarita, not now. It's too valuable. It was a gift to her. It's too valuable, and I don't need it right now to read. You keep it now. When the time comes, I might come and ask you if I can read it. She's a great woman too. So you know, I met so many people there too, and all of them are really right now supporting us, we the people. Okay, we're tied into them between the Western Europe and Eastern Europe. We're all tied into them. So I mean, you look at them, you might even find people that look like members of your family. I mean, really, it's a strange place when you see people that look like members of your family, especially the ones you don't like. You think he's following you? Okay, I think that's it. Am I missing anything? Let me see. Oh, General Clement in France is going to be watching over the elections tonight as well. You won't know who he is. You can't find him. And but he's ready, and he's got a team of activists, you may say. They're ready. They're ready. They're ready to assist if needed in the United States. You're talking quite a few people, and he's in charge. He'll lead the parade. So, boy, we're off and running. I almost forgot that. And that's a big thing because he's over there already, hiding and waiting. He's waiting to see if he's needed. Anyway, we should be okay right now. We have to keep our eye on things, and that's it. That's it. I really want to get back into the television to see what's going on. If we let that gold transaction happen, they control the financial game again. And we have a long time to wait, but I can get more gold. But they'll have some too, and quite a million metric tons is a lot of gold. Remember, they've been telling us there's only 125 or 130,000 metric tons, you know, and now they're saying they got 1 million, and they're not saying it; they're quietly doing it. You know, so it shows you. It's like the bears with the diamonds. They've got the vault stored with the diamonds, and they're selling the diamonds, a few diamonds in the stores, and they're keeping the prices up by not releasing what they have in the vault. Okay, if they let them all out, diamonds would be worth nothing. The same with the gold, because I can get a lot more than what they got. Here we are, we don't have a pot to piss in, and we can get more gold. Imagine that, huh? Well, it doesn't make sense, but it's true. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's try to put the elephants back in the barn and see where we go. I wish you all well. Take care, and see you soon, okay? Hopefully I can go home. See you soon. Taj, ciao. Bye everybody. Take care. I'm going to Disneyland after it's over. I'm taking my sweetie with me to Disneyland. We want to see Mickey Mouse and Goofy. You take care. Bye-bye. For now, bye-bye. Like I said, last time the lights were too low, and man, I'm sweating under the lights. This is really a professional job.